Hello Pisces, this is Summer from Tarot by Summer, and I'm here to do a romance and finance reading for you guys. I did one for the month of May, a general reading, and I'm not sure whether or not you had an opportunity to check it out, but if you haven't, go ahead and check it out when you get a chance, okay? And also, before we go any further into the reading, if you can, please give this video the thumbs up, like the video, because it'll help people to be able to find me much easier. Okay, like and subscribe. Okay, I appreciate it, and I thank you guys so very much for your continued support. For those of you who know me, I've been around for 3 years, and I appreciate you coming back. For those of you who don't know me, welcome, and I hope you gain something from this reading. Pisces, we're going to get you started on your romance and finance reading. Just so you know, the life coaching portion of my services will launch in June. I will officially release my life coaching programs. I've discussed them before in the past, so some of you may be aware, some of you have actually inquired about my life coaching. So it'll be released in June, and I will be able to provide that information once it's ready, once I'm ready to go ahead and share that with you, okay? With that said, the readings moving forward will change a bit. We're going to focus on what next after you gain some information from readings. What next? Not what's going on now, or what happened, but what next? So many people come to readers to try and gain some insight on situations, to gain some clarity, or even discover something new that they may not have been aware of. But what next? What do you do next? What do you do with that information once you find it? Once you find out what's going on in your situations or in your life, or discover something new? What steps do you take to make changes if you need to make changes? How? What next? So that's what we're going to focus on. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces romance? Pisces love life in May, going into June. Five of Pentacles, Eight of Cups, and the Hermit card. Here at the bottom of the deck, you have the Ten of Wands. Ten of Wands. Now we're going to go down to the finance and career. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces finances? Finances in May, going into June. We don't want to be too consumed with what's going on now. We're moving forward, we're thinking forward. We'll find out a little bit of information now, but the focus is on what next. Where do we go from here? The objective is transformation and progression. All right, that feels right. Okay. Spirit, what messages do you have for Pisces, finances, and career? Spirit, give me 3 cards. 3 cards. Pardon me, I'm just a little bit sleepy. Yeah. Mm-hmm. 3 cards for Pisces. Just remember, these readings aren't going to resonate with everybody, but they will resonate with somebody. If this is not your story, it's quite all right. You can check out some of the other readings that may better apply to you. These are general, so if they don't fit, don't force it. Here we go. At the bottom of the deck, you have Chariot. All right, Pisces, Chariot. The cards on the bottom of the deck are issues that are hidden. You may be hiding them on purpose because you're not ready to reveal this information or share something that you may be, going through or thinking about or whatever, experiencing. It may be something that's hidden in the subconscious and you're not even really aware of it, but it's there. Maybe it's you thinking about it, and it could be in the conscience, It just depends. But nevertheless, it's something that's not apparent, something that's not obvious to others. 5 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups, and the Hermit card. Queen of Wands, 4 of Wands, 5 of Chalice or 5 of Cups. Ten of Wands, Chariot. Here at the bottom of the deck, you either feel or will be feeling sometime this month, or you have been going through this. Feeling overburdened. Feeling like you are doing so much yourself. You've got so much going on. You're just taking on a lot of things, a lot of worries, a lot of baggage. And it can't even be physical pain for some of you. But you're taking on a lot. Taking on more than you have to or more than you need to. And you're probably not really showing it. You're trying to remain positive, trying to be positive, trying to be strong, in the face of adversity. Because maybe you don't want somebody to worry, or, and that story's for somebody, you're kind of hiding this away because you don't want to worry too much. Like, you don't want to deal with it right now. You're just doing something, going through the motion of some experience or pain, and you're not ready to fully deal with it, so you sweep it under the rug. Some of you have been feeling abandoned in a relationship, and you feel like you need to walk away from it. But before you do it, or after you do it, you need to take some time to be by yourself. Just some time alone, a time to be introspective, a time to reflect about the situation. But you're not quite sure whether or not to walk away. You don't want to walk away from a situation that no longer serves you, that is no longer healthy for your highest good, without facing it, without resolving it, without probably having some sort of discussion with your mate about. You want to deal with this first. This is what I'm feeling here. Some of you, it may be the other person that wants to do this. But we're really reading this as you, because you are at the center of this, and you may need to change something in your life. You may be discovering something here that motivates you, that prompts you to make some sort of change, because again, we're not focusing on the situation, we're focusing on the what next. What next? What comes next? Where do we go from here? What do we do from here? Five of Pentacles. Very complex energy here. Somebody's considering leaving a family situation, or a family situation like family members are leaving you, or maybe some sort of organization that you and your significant other are in and need to leave. But there's the energy of leaving the situation here, of abandoning the situation, or somebody may even be dealing with poverty, dealing with not necessarily poverty, but temporary financial issues. And it can be poverty for someone. Someone could be really having some difficult times, especially with what we're going through with this worldwide health, this global pandemic. And you don't know what to do in this situation because it's affecting your family and it's causing a lot of stress. Causing a lot of stress here. For some of you, this is job loss, and you need to leave. You need to journey onward to look for more work, to look for better opportunities, or to perhaps move with your family. And this may be a time where it's sort of difficult because we're going through this global health crisis. So it's not the most opportune time to make this sort of decision or make these sort of moves. But you know that change is taking place. You know that something has to give because it's very stressful, it's very burdening. And we're going to come back and take a look at some of these. Somebody's concerned if they leave this situation, will they be alone forever or a long time? Will they be isolated? Somebody's concerned about being isolated from everyone else, going through isolation. Somebody's already in isolation away from a family member. Or in isolation in a family situation that is not healthy. You know, you've been around each other too much, too long, where there's no real breathing room. So you've been kind of forced to deal with some situations. Maybe there were some situations that you weren't ready to properly, to really deal with and address. But the pandemic has got you really, really thinking about this. Really thinking about which way to go, what moves to make next. But what do you do? What do you do, Pisces? What next? What goes? What happens next? This is not a very difficult energy here, but it is sort of heavy, and there's something that needs to be addressed. Some sort of strategy and communication needs to take place. Some sort of conversation with yourself as well needs to take place. A conversation that you need to have about where you want to go next, what you want to do next, how you see the relationship that you are in, how it could possibly change for the better, or something ends so that you can embrace change, so that you can finally have a change that you need. That's what I'm getting for somebody. Now here down in the career section, with your finances, Chariot, fast movement forward. Why are you hiding fast movement forward? Because there's something you're not ready to share with. There's some endeavors or dreams that you want to move forward with and succeed with, and you're not like really ready to share. It's not apparent. You may be toying around with the idea of doing something like this, just taking off and doing something, trying something new, succeeding at it, fast movement forward. You may want to, you may want to I don't see the Fool card here, but that doesn't mean the energy isn't here. You may want to, like, this feels kind of like rebel energy a little bit. Rebel and just do what you want to do because you're tired. You don't want to continue dealing with the status quo or dealing with how things should be. That's what I'm getting for somebody. I don't know why, but that's what I'm getting. This kind of feels like rebel energy here for me. This card, this feels like rebel. It feels like rebel energy. Rebels getting together, taking a road trip, driving fast, going fast. Fast movement forward. But the thing is, you and these people are on the same page. You're actually in the same car. You're in the same boat. You're in the car. Same car. You're on the same page. Same chapter. Some of you aren't driving. You're in the back seat. And you are being mentored or following a leader, following someone that knows the direction. And you're with them to learn something from them, and they're with you to help you get from point A to point B, show you how to do it, show you how to progress forward, quickly, progressively, to succeed. Interesting. Okay. Oh, pardon me, I had to sneeze. Pollen. I have my doors open here, and I'm sure that there's all sorts of pollen coming in that I cannot see. Now you have the Queen of Wands. Queen of Wands, Four of Wands, Five of Cups. Taking control, following your passion. Becoming a leader, some sort of leader in whatever it is you do or whatever you like to do. This feels like someone nurturing their passion for family, or someone nurturing their passion for building something, crafting, building. It feels like some sort of maybe a home-based business or something. Somebody's got some kind of home-based business that they want to start. And they're starting out in a leadership role. Maybe they have a startup business. Somebody's thinking about doing some sort of startup business that brings comfort to people. Where people can gather together and congregate, where people can something celebratory, something where people work together collectively. The aim of the business is to bring people together. Bring people together, bring families together, nurture children, and maybe somebody has some sort of charity-based business where you're bringing people together, helping them maybe display their talents and their passions. Feels like women and children. The focus is like on women and children, uplifting women and children, guiding them in some way, motivating them in some way. Somebody's thinking about working with people in some sort of like shelter, or what do you call a house, like halfway house type of thing, or like a, would it be like a halfway house for children? Because this feels like non-profit here for somebody. Like halfway house, like a safe place for women and children. I don't know what you call it. Where people can get back on their feet and start rebuilding something, or building something. Women and children coming together, building something, and a nurturing of something, a nurturing of their spirits for those who have been broken in some way. That's what this feels like. And at the end of the day, it weighs heavy on your emotions, the Five of Cups. When you come home, or you're concerned about when you come home from dealing with this, it's going to drain you. That message is for somebody. I don't know who it is though. For some of you, you are building some kind of business, and it takes a lot out of you. It takes a lot out of you emotionally. Maybe this is your work environment. And these aren't bad cards. These, Four of Wands here. Queen of Wands here. Definitely leadership. Someone in a leadership position. Nurturing creativity, nurturing spirit. A builder, someone entrepreneurial. Maybe a family-based business, but it takes a toll on you. It kind of, wears you down, but you are going to be successful. Your focus is to, what I want to say real quick, for those of you who are building a business, right? Because you do want to, many of you do want to succeed in it. Focus on providing the service to the people. Help the people get what they want. And the more you help them get what they want, the more successful you will become. So focus on the product, focus on the customer, consumer satisfaction. Helping people to transform or change their lives in some way. And you will be successful. I got that message for somebody. Yeah. All right. Okay. Spirit, why is the Five of Cups here? Let's see what this is about. Five of Cups here. Joy. You've got joy right here. This is telling me, whatever this is, Pisces, you love what you do. It brings you such a joy to work with these people, whether it's women and children, or, doing business, or even where you work, you enjoy it, or you want to enjoy it. But it does kind of weigh you down emotionally at the end of the day. Some of you, you're not happy with what you do, and there's like a certain sadness Okay, there's a certain sadness here, mourning, because you want something that brings you joy. You don't want to just, have some sort of business or job. You want something to bring you joy. That's why this is here. You're lamenting because you may not feel the joy from this, which is why you want to take off, run away, rebel, do something else, follow someone else's, lead, mentorship, doing something opposite, or, just different from what you're doing here. But again, this reading is not to focus on the here and now and, what the situation is about. The focus is on the what next. If this message is for you, what next? What do you do? What kind of solutions can you come up with to work on that problem or work on that issue? What next? How do you make the transformation that you desire? Spirit, why is the Five of Pentacles here? Why is the Five of Pentacles here? Justice card. Okay. Justice card. Hermit in reverse. Somebody's getting justice or wants justice from their significant other, their spouse, their family, because this person is no longer connected, like emotionally or mentally. They're connected mentally. Someone isn't thinking, or someone isn't being introspective about whatever their role they play in the situation. Someone isn't doing that. Pardon me, I'm yawning a little bit. Justice and Hermit card in the reverse position. I'm hearing interference because somebody's not minding their business. And I'm not quite sure why that's coming out, because I don't usually describe the Hermit card in this position that way. Somebody's not minding their business. There's outside interference here. Somebody's trying to get someone else to come out of isolation, come out of their shell, come out of their isolation, maybe even share what they've learned in the situation or something like that. Spirit, give me one more card for the Five of Pentacles. One more card. Yep. And the Four of Pentacles came up. Someone's holding back. Holding back their emotions, holding back something, hoarding something, protecting themselves, keeping their their cards close to their chest or their pentacles close to their chest. Somebody's not sharing. Justice, upright position, Hermit card in reverse. Four of Pentacles in the upright position. You feel abandoned, or you feel like you need to leave a situation because someone is not, they're not sharing what they find out, or they are sharing something. Because the Hermit card is in the upright position here, and that's like going within, being introspective, doing some soul searching. Okay, here, for me, the Hermit card in reverse in this situation means that you're sharing what you found on the inside. You're ready to come out of that isolation, ready to come out of that introspection and kind of just let it go. You've learned what you needed to learn on the inside. And I feel like that causes you to hold back, or it can cause the other person to hold back. I'm sharing this and I'm just holding back. No, this is it. And they feel justified to do so. This can be about money. It can be about assets. Something is revealed here. This can be about some sort of, maybe a court case. For some of you, this is forced isolation. Voluntary isolation, forced isolation. And the person is holding back. That can be you, it can be the other person, but we want to focus on you. What are you holding back, Pisces? You don't want someone to know how you really feel on the inside, or are you concerned that if you share how you feel on the inside, share what you've discovered about yourself, discovered about a situation, that it will cause someone to withdraw and not accept you, hold back from you, hold back their emotions, hold back what they've shared with you, because there's distrust. And you just want to bring truth and balance to a situation. You want you want the situation to be fair, to be just. There's poverty here. People feeling left out in the cold, and then there's someone here holding on to money. Someone's holding, someone's losing, someone's holding money, assets, material things, foundation. Someone's hoarding here. And this is your energy here with the 8 of Cups. You feel like leaving this situation and going off and doing some soul searching of your own. I feel like this is the other person, and this is you over here, and you need to get away. You need to break away. Maybe even discuss this again. Like I said, go off and do your own introspection to see what it is you need, because this isn't fair to you. Yeah. Or it can be past energy that you haven't quite resolved yet and it's coming to surface, especially since we've been going through this pandemic, and you realize just how much you didn't know about a person, didn't know about the relationship you were in until you were forced to kind of be with that person, stay with that person, and you start learning some truths with the justice, you know? You start learning some truths about a situation, the real ramifications of what would happen if you stay in it. And you maybe need to break away and do some soul searching of your own to see whether or not you should stay, or see how to resolve this situation from lingering energy if this is not you in a relationship at this moment, but past residue. Spirit, give me one card to clarify the Ten of Wands. Vanity and abundance, 2 came out. Someone's being selfish and it causes a burden. Someone has money, someone's holding back money over here. They're not sharing. Someone's being used for money and it's burdensome. It's draining. This person here had poverty. Maybe lost some money because someone else is using them, or someone's taking money from them. The 7 of Swords isn't here, but that's what this feels like, you know. Maybe they need to get it together, leave, start over again, and just kind of be by themselves. Be introspective, really do some soul searching about themselves and their lives. But this burden is taking place because of abundance and vanity. This is deep, Pisces. This is very deep. But we don't want to dwell on this. We want to know what steps to take next. What next? Okay? What next? What do you do from here? Where do you go from here? How can you possibly change this situation for your own, you know, your own empowerment? For the long haul, for the long run. Spirit, what does Pisces need to surrender? Surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originated from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. For some of you, this is telling me this is a relationship you have about yourself. Okay? Perhaps you have a poverty mindset, okay? You don't believe that you can have more than what you have. You believe that you must suffer and try to hold on to the little that you do have because you don't feel any more is coming. That message is for somebody. You don't feel like you'll get any more. You don't feel like you'll have any more. And it's something that you need to face about yourself, or you have come to terms with about yourself. And during this phase in your life, you've got to leave that old way of thinking, abandon the old way of thinking, but not abandon yourself, not abandon your dreams, your ideas, some things that you want to do to empower yourself. Don't abandon those things, because you can change your mindset. But abandon the old ways of thinking, old beliefs about yourself. And if you need to step away from that, you're not in a relationship, but this is really a relationship you have with yourself, then by all means, go ahead and walk away from it and become introspective so that you can do the work to get rid of this. You can do the work to ease this burden of abundance and vanity, or feeling like if you have money that it will make you self-centered and vain. You may associate abundance with vanity, or with being self-centered, or being selfish. And you run guilt trips about money. You run guilt trips about abundance. So you take the high road out and live your life as someone meek. I'm hearing the meek shall inherit the earth. Someone believes that. The meek shall inherit the earth. And it's like a form of taking on poverty, choosing that so that you can, feel better, so that you won't feel like, oh my God, I'm vain, I'm selfish, I'm not worthy. Choose that. Choose the harder route as like self-punishment. This is deep, Pisces. Oh man, oh man. But again, we're not focusing on the situation. That's not the focus. The focus is to bring this up so that you can properly deal with it and move on to the next phase. What next? What do you do next? Where can you find solutions? Where can you come up with solutions? How do you resolve this? All right? Something to think about. Pisces, this is all that I have for now, but I will be back in June with new videos and information on life coaching, my services, all right? And I thank you guys so much. Thanks again. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. I truly appreciate each and every one of you. Pisces, if you'd like a personal reading, you can connect with me right below this video. My information is there. My website is summerintuition.com. And please reach out to me. If you want to inquire, you can inquire now about the life coaching if you like. Raise your hand. Let me know you're interested if that's something that you want to do moving forward, all right? And I shall see you guys again in June. Take care. Love you guys, and thanks so very much. Bye for now.